I cannot believe this is happening right now. I feel like Lil Simsy, they have just planned this around the worst time for me. But there is a trailer that I'm very, very excited to react to with you all because this is definitely for a pack that I have been wanting for the longest time. This is the Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack, which is wild. How long have I been saying for The Sims 4? I would love more things to do. I want like a hobbies base. I really hope they add new systems that add to hobbies, like actually as a thing. I don't think I'm ready for this. I genuinely don't. That looks like Windenburg. Oh, okay. Another selling table. This is a sick ass family. Are you kidding me? So we have art, Clandy kids. Stop it. Kids can have their own businesses. Björn's like gym, tattoo, businesses and hobbies expansion. Okay, so that looked like that tattoo artist was having like an energy drink and then they were going like quicker in doing what they were able to do. Oh my word. I can't believe that we're actually we have tattoo customization. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, we have placements. It's like The Sims 3. Stop it. You can just draw your own tattoos. Oh my god, the amount of sick like CC that is gonna come out of that. Are you kidding me? This is gonna be so cool. Did they just fart on the table? They absolutely just farted. That's disgusting. The hip bump. We already have a hip bump. Those were a pottery wheel. No, we finally have ceramics. Oh my word. Stop it. And the kiln as well. The one little rose in there. And then the kid's like, yeah, I can do it too. Oh, and then they grew up. Oh, and we're teaching about it. So we're maybe like a retired. No movement. And then they... Ooh, residential. There's so much to pause on. Oh, so we do have like split areas of like businesses. Oh my goodness, this means that you can own a business and also live in it. People have wanted that for so long. We have like, it's not, I don't think like a double kind of, you know, like you can have a, I don't even know what people would have wanted, like malls, I guess, but it kind of could be because you don't like add a lot type to it every single time. Okay, not you absolutely becoming a slay in both your parents' hobbies. Aw, did they just take inspiration and then they got the business? Watch the gameplay trailer, which we're absolutely going to be doing. These are the pre-release stuff, so if you purchase before then you get the Practice Makes Perfect Priscilla statue, Sweetest Treat display case. So a lot of people were like, don't we technically already have this in Get to Work? And I guess this is not an expansion of Get to Work. Like this is gonna exist like in its own realm. But I do think like that makes me think that, I don't know, baking potentially could be coming to base game, which is personally something that I've wanted to see because I think baking is so underutilized within the game anyway, especially with like Home Chef Hustle now and also obviously like Get to Work. I wouldn't mind if baking was to come into base game and then we could do it like easier and like new recipes and stuff. Yeah, I guess we had retail and we had like I guess you could create your own cafes sort of kind of in The Sims 4 Get to Work, but we didn't really have like our own businesses. We've always been obviously able to like do art and then sell it to collectors. It doesn't feel like we're getting like as many hobbies as I would like to see. I also can't really see like any like skills and talents, which I've always said if I wanted a hobbies pack, I would love it if we had talents or if we could just like stop a sim from going up in a certain skill, like maybe they're untalented at it, which means maybe for like cooking, like realistically not everyone is like super good at cooking, you know, like that's just not a talent that some people have. And if you were like untalented in it, maybe it like like sticks around like 3 or 4, and like you can never really progress it, and it kind of like increases the chances of fires when you're like that bad at cooking. I always think that would have been really cool. And then if you were like talented at something, then your skill went up faster, and you could actually like make we do kind of have like making masterpieces easier, but I definitely think there's a lot that they could have done. So whilst pottery and tattooing seem to be like the new hobbies introduced, I do think that you obviously will be able to have like other places based on other hobbies, and I think that you'll be able to run classes on other hobbies, but we'll talk about that. Like, as you can see, there is a woodworking. I'm probably over it right now. I can't see my OBS as it's recording, but there is a woodworking table here. I still really hope that we get some form of updated woodworking. This actually looks like it could be a new painting. I don't think I've ever seen this painting before. So if they have gone back and like updated other hobbies alongside this, I will be so happy. We do just have a regular selling table, which these kind of feel like the art tables for children for me. There are so many of them now that I'm like never ever fussed when we get a new one. These dungers are really cool. Like, you can definitely tell this person is a potter. I love this like armband. I think this is so sick. I also love their hair. The full body tats as well are so sick. I literally have custom content like this little dungarees that the kid is wearing, and I use that all the time. So I'm so glad I have an actual version of it now. So we've got a little like shag wolf cut over here. This is the artist. So this is clearly a like gallery that you can then sell your own art on, which right now you do have retail. So technically you can like just put your art up on the walls and set them for sale. So this one isn't too different. Obviously, this person looks like they're doing self-checkout, which is not something that we have in Get to Work, but I can kind of see why people are saying like, doesn't this feel like Get to Work? And I think that's like valid criticism. I think if you don't want basically an expansion upon that retail system and you're kind of like happy with what you have in your game, then clearly this isn't going to be the pack for you. And I definitely also think like, even if you don't want to buy it, but you want to say like, look, I don't really think we needed this based on what we already have, I also think that's valid criticism. I'm not gonna like dispute that. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, we definitely needed this. Like, I'm not here to like, I don't know, yum anybody's yuck, I guess you could say. We have Candy Kids. I don't know if this kid is actually running it. I really hope that they are, but it might be this sim over here. It looks like they're making like candy floss or like lollipops. This looks like candy floss to me over here on like this shelf that this sim is looking at. Kind of love those boots. They're a little bit of a serve. I love anything houndstooth. Don't really know how this like looks from the front, so not gonna say that just yet. I think the kids fits look really, really cute. We finally hopefully get a new beret, because the only one we have in the game right now is locked behind a city living career, which is wild to say. Really like this jacket. Love this hair. This hair is so good. Like, it just looks incredible. I'm actually excited for what I've seen from CreateSim. I will say this is actually another career unlock. This is part of the athletic career. This is when you're like a weightlifter or like bodybuilder. So yeah, Björn is running his own gym by the looks of it, which kind of makes me think that you may be able to step into the role of a personal trainer, but I guess we'll have to check that out. Like, potentially they could give us more information in the blog post, which we will be getting into. Maybe you can just like hire out your, I don't know, your services. I don't know if it's going to work. Like, if you teach someone a class, then they give you money. We'll just have to wait and see. You can now have a new art style, which is like tattoos. I'm kind of hoping they add like a couple more. I always really wanted like anime and like illustration and stuff, because I don't think there's enough of like a wide range of what you can actually paint on like the drawing tablets, and I wish that there were way more. Also, that tattoo artist definitely had like a bunch of different styles. I wonder if you can just focus on like a traditional like style of tattoo. Like, I wonder if you can just like focus on stick and poke, or if I imagine it's more broadened and like, I guess going up in your like tattoo skill, which I'm assuming is going to be a skill, then allows you to do like more tattoos, kind of like painting. This dress, I think this is absolutely sickening. I really like the hairstyles that I'm seeing and stuff. It actually feels like quite current, which is something I don't usually say when it comes to packs. Build and buy doesn't look like too special, I don't think. It just kind of feels like a bunch of stuff that we kind of already have. They've been using like a lot of these like dual tones recently. This is what I want to get into. So this is just layer A. We're not sure how many layers I guess you could have. I'm going to assume that this plus sign is like add another layer. And then you can also just like choose your color. So this is going to work like horse ranch and cats and dogs, for example, where you can just draw on a sim. They also have like facial tattoos, they have head tattoos, they have like traditional Maori tattoos, and that's in base game as well. So that's like free representation right there, which I'm so happy about. This also means you can kind of maybe run like a beautician, because we have this. Like you could like thicken your sim's eyebrows up, you can add those like tattoo freckles. I definitely think there are a number of ways to like use your creativity on this. And then this looks like placement, so I can't really tell what this one is. This is face actually. Then we have like shoulders, back, bottom of back, chest, like lower leg, upper arm. And then I don't know if we have free movement. I'm not too sure. It still doesn't look like we can click and drag and like move them around, but you do have way more flexibility. They still look like they're in their own locations, you know, but it's just giving you more like accurate areas, I guess. Like, but then you still have to choose from the base tattoo. You can also upload to gallery maybe your own tattoos, which is wild if that is going to be a thing. I'm kind of a little bit scared of that. Hope the moderation is good when it comes to that. This is the paint mode. So this is, like I said, you can freely like draw your own stuff. You can just choose from like the stickers basically that we already have detail paint mode, then like the transparency. I hope that you can shift like the transparency on like actual tattoos. Like when you place one down, it doesn't look like there's any sliders around, but I would kind of hope that that would be a thing. I've always wanted like an opacity slider on the tattoos. What was that last little bit like after? Okay, so this is paint mode again. So these are actually like templates. If you don't want to draw your own, if you are like me and you draw a snail like that, then you can just like use these templates. Hold up. This is really nice. And then it looks potentially like you could take photos of your client's tattoos, like build your customer base that way. It's kind of like a promotion that we have in Get to Work, where you can like promote your shop and more people will come. These trousers look really cool. I'm excited to check out the Creator Sim actually. This is the first Creator Sim in a long while where I've actually been really excited for it. It looks very, very usable. I love this little fisherman's beanie. This suit looks really nice. Yeah, I'm here for the Creator Sim. Oh, that hair is stunning, the wave. And then a new little bike with a little cage on the front. Also new fairy lights. Thank bloody goodness for that. We needed new fairy lights. And yeah, they're living above it. I'm hoping they have updated that for like restaurants and stuff, because I know that people have always wanted to like live above restaurants. This person also looks like they're going like dumpster diving just in a wheelie bin, which makes sense kind of for like a hobbies pack. The freezer bunny chair. Oh, stop it right now. Love this little stool as well. Love the Harlequin pattern. This could potentially be like a cookbook. I don't know if you'll actually be able to use this, or maybe this is just like decoration for like notes that they've been taking. A new laptop, round vase, planter pot, cute, candle lantern, cake stand. Can you actually use the cake stand this time around? Because you couldn't in the birthday kit. Candle holder, oil burner. Okay, and there is a new skill. You tend to only get one per skill, which is, I'm scared for how little ceramics you're actually gonna be able to make. I do like the animation though. The animation looks pretty good. Obviously we'll test all of that. I'm actually not caught up on Great Pottery Throwdown. Glaze. It was the glaze. It was the glazing process. There we go. And then yeah, you can give like lessons about it. I really hope that that is just an object that you can place anywhere. I love this wallpaper. But yeah, I really hope that you can just throw that down, because that actually means that in growing together, community lots actually become a bit more useful if you can have like classes. I have said that I would love to have classes in the community center. I actually feel like the community center in Get Together was an absolute waste of time because it didn't do anything different. It didn't feel any different from like a library or anything. So they're like, oh, we should move. So you can move your business over to another location. I actually really quickly don't know if this is going to be the whole world map, but from what I can see, 5 over there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I can only see 11 lots and 2 neighborhoods. I actually do think this is the whole world. This looks like it could potentially be like a rabbit hole building. Maybe you can attend your like own classes over here. You can already attend skill classes if you have Discover University, but I think that would be nice for players who maybe don't have Discover University. You can have residential, public, and employees only. This means that you can definitely like live above stuff because it means that you can just put residential rooms into your business, which I'm so fucking glad about. If it's not available for like restaurants or like actual retail shops that we got and get to work, people are definitely going to be disappointed in that. It's not, I feel like, the multifunctional lots that people were wanting, because that would mean that, for example, you could have a retail and a restaurant on the same lot, and it's not like you can pick between different lot types. So I'm wondering kind of what this lot type is, if it is a lot type or if it's just like you can kind of do it on a bunch of different lot types, which is what I would personally want. But yeah, it's not like you can have a retail and a restaurant like and then a rental like above it, but it does mean that you can live above your business, like finally and properly. You don't have to have like a second lot that you're just not building anything on and then just like living above your restaurant, which is what a lot of people have done for a very, very long time. And then this is obviously available to the public because this is the tattoo studio, and then this is employees only because it's kind of like their backroom office, and then that is public because that's where they're gonna do the pottery. It also looks like maybe a little cafe behind here or a little kitchen where you can like serve yourself, get a tattoo, pottery, or attend classes and lectures, add new activities. Looks like maybe you can have 5, but maybe more. So you have, so you can have entrance fees. That makes sense for the gym. And then the price modifier, the target customer is pretty much going to work like get together clubs where you can kind of give a suggested age and then like suggested traits and things of that nature. Icons that you can use, not a ton. Okay. That looks like a laundromat maybe. So you can run your own laundromat. I'm trying to think what else. A knitting place, a pool if you wanted to. I don't know what this is. Like maybe this is like counselor, like wedding therapist or something, like an arcade. Please give us an arcade pack. Next, a karaoke thing, like a woodworking shop, a bakery, a games like kind of place where you can like meet up and do like games and like, I don't know, puzzles maybe if you have growing together. Oh, I feel like you're definitely going to be able to choose more than 5. Look at how big that is. So this is business activities. All things grilled cheese, listen to music, make treats, fix objects, tell jokes, browse and buy items. This is very, very similar to Get Together. So they've kind of taken like a bunch of stuff from other like packs and just like put it into this new system, which I mean, if it's not broken, you don't need to fix it. Those jeans are stunning. I'm obsessed. I also like that the classes are active. Like they can actually like sit and do pottery whilst the person is talking who is like leading the class, and then their skill goes up like actively as they are taking part in the class. This makes me think that I don't know how this is really going to work. Maybe it's because it's just all they're in the same family. So you can have an active sim give a lesson while someone else is like reacting to it. I kind of hope that you can just have like NPC classes that you can attend. I think that will make the community centers in Growing Together like way more usable. This actually adds a lot more like gameplay to a bunch of different packs, because if you can do like jewelry classes, that's something that I wanted in Crystal Creation. And it wasn't a thing. Now I'm like, oh, it wasn't a thing because they were already working on it. Like this was already happening, and I can appreciate that. I do think I will get a lot of use out of this. I would have liked more hobbies. I would have liked maybe 3, pushing it to 4 perhaps. I think the 2 new hobbies and then calling it Business and Hobbies is a little, I don't know, questionable, I guess. But I guess also like if it does add to those other hobbies that we have in the game, it's kind of like expanding doing what we do already have for a ton of different players, like depending. This is like passing down to a new generation. That's definitely what that is. We have wills, obviously, in life and death, and now they've given it so you can pass down a business to the next generation, which you could already do. If a sim died in your household, the business would just stay in the family. So technically you already had this, it's just adding a little bit of gameplay to it. And I feel like that could be an argument for this whole pack. Like, this is just kind of like adding more to what we already had. Like, you could already use your imagination, which is personally how I feel about like Dream Home Decorator. So again, I'm not like here to like say like you shouldn't feel that way. I think it's completely valid for you to feel that way in this like official reveal trailer. Like, I've already been doing this, you know, like I just didn't have the gameplay to officially do it, but I've been imagining this, and I think that is absolutely valid. Like, if you don't feel like this is gonna do it for you, then I feel like that's absolutely fair. We also have some like stalls down here. When do we not get a new food stall? And then really quickly, let's check this out. So the Sims 4 Businesses and Hobbies expansion. This is the little like sweet shop. Oh, I guess that, no, I don't know if that's going to be a new skill. I guess like sweet making. Ooh, this tiling is really, really nice. Give kids more hobbies. Let them do something, anything. I hate how they just have the base state of woodworking. Like, you can't see what someone is working on. This looks like this person might actually be teaching woodworking, which makes me think that you can like teach other skills for sure. Oh my god, this is sick with the tattoos on her. Dream big and create a small business that will leave your sim feeling fulfilled. Make and sell pottery or other crafts. Provide a service like tattoos or classes. Come up with something unique. Use a selection tool to designate space in your home for doing what you love, making a living at it. With a new ticket kiosk, you can run the business you want, charging customers for entry or for time spent. Run a family business and hire your sim's household, or meet the perfect candidate and offer them a job. Explore the possibilities with the new small business system. So that kind of works like restaurants. With the new tattooing skill, you can give Sims pre-made custom or dedication tattoos. As you level up your skill, you'll unlock more stamps and stencils, cool, and increase the odds of excellent results. Body art is about freedom of expression, and celebrate that you can now freely create your own designs in paint mode. Tattoos can even be layered. Share your custom tattoo designs with other Simmers. So that means that you can have multiple like tattoos if they're not in the exact same spot on the arm, because if you layer them, then you can have like 2 or 3 potentially like arm tattoos. So it's not the free movement that I was kind of hoping for, or like the free rotation, or like the sizing up or sizing down that we had in The Sims 3. So I do apologize for thinking that's what it was at first. Obviously, I'm going to be playing around with that a lot in Create a Sim, so I will give my actual feedback once we get our hands on it, because I can't remember off the top of my head like how many tattoos are on the same space. So even the layering like might potentially not work. Mold your future. As you hone your pottery skill using the wheel, more designs like functional tea sets, planters, incense burners, and more will become available. Finish your pieces in the pottery kiln. Plenty of options for glazes. Higher levels of pottery skill. Sims can use Japanese art of kintsugi to recreate beautiful pieces from broken ceramics. Love that. Kind of hoping that they had like raku as well, but it doesn't feel like they do. Build your future in a town steeped in history. Nordhaven is the perfect place to pursue things you most care about. Creative and inspiring hobbies. Sims can attend meetups to mix and mingle with those who are passionate about the same hobbies. May even find someone to mentor them in the favorite skill. Sims can become mentors at high skill levels, or they can build their legacy by hosting classes and lectures. Listening to a lecture is one of the ways Sims can earn mastery perks. Okay, I'm excited to see what those are. Hobbies are best when shared, so explore the new neighborhoods of Gamelvik and Iverstad to meet like-minded Sims. So it definitely, I feel with names like those, definitely like European. 2 new skills that will shape your future. Okay, so it is just pottery and tattooing. Real artists, you'll be able to share your custom designs with other Simmers. I hope that the moderation is there. Please do not absolutely be afraid to report anything that you think should not be on the gallery. I want to throw it out there. Make your reports and post about it online if you see something that you don't like, and other simmers will obviously also be reporting it. So I just wanted to give a heads up on that. Reporting on the gallery can actually have things taken down, so please, I know sometimes it feels like your reports are futile, but please try and like report as many things as you see. I will be doing the same. They can also unlock more stamps and stencils and increase the odds of excellent results. Even from previous packs can now be layered, allowing for multiple tattoos to be placed on the same body part. So there we go. That's their little like caveat. They're like, we know it's not like The Sims 3, but honestly, I think like blowing tattoos up and shrinking them in The Sims 3 like sometimes really reduce the quality of them. And the free movement, because they weren't designed for like specific places, sometimes they did become like looking a little bit funny. For Sims who are just starting up their business or feel most inspired at home, you can build a small business on a residential lot and designate dedicated space in their home to set up shop. Looking to set up your dream business outside of the home, you can also build new small business venue lots. You can also run their business on the new small business venue lot. Okay, so you don't always have to have it in a mixed location. You can just still have an extra lot that is a business, the way that we kind of always have. The new ticket kiosk offers freedom, options to charge customers either one time or hourly. You get to make the challenging but exciting choice of either running a family business or hiring your entire Sims household, or meeting the perfect candidates and offering them a job. Business perks, which include new interactions, effects, and more. We kind of already have those in Get to Work. They're going to be a little bit different. Your Sim can run their business by the books or cut a few corners as they build their business renown and decide on their alignment along the dreamer, schemer, or neutral paths. Ooh. Using the schema perk will progress your alignments towards the schema path, or if you consider yourself more of a dreamer, choosing that. Just live life and make simoleons, no problem. Your business can remain neutral. Excited to learn more about those. These choices don't only impact your business, they can impact your Sims life outside of the workplace. If you're a schemer, maybe you get like a bad reputation in Get Famous. Plethora of previous expansion, game, and stuff packs have small business opportunities available. Cats and dogs Sims who can open pet cafes, get together. Sims who are down to dance until the sun rises can create dance clubs. Sims who game till the wee hours can open up arcades. Why don't we get new arcade items? Maybe we will, but I doubt it. Sing your heart out in your favorite city, karaoke. Someone say paparazzi. Open an acting school. That's fun. Sims who are competitive can open up their very own bowling alleys. This is cute. I like that there's so many things that you can do. So I definitely think like this is an expansion that adds to all other like packs that you may have, which I really enjoy. So there we have it. We will obviously watch the gameplay trailer together. This was just my initial reaction, kind of like thoughts and feelings. I know I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this. Like I said, I would have liked to still see more hobbies. I don't quite think this feels like enough hobbies to have like hobbies in the title, but I guess they also are expanding on like other hobbies as well, so that's kind of probably why they saw it fit to name it that. But I would love to hear all of your thoughts. I'll be reacting to this gameplay trailer. It'll go into more detail into like the systems and I'm sure like the perks and stuff like that. I would love to hear how everyone else is feeling in the comments down below. I appreciate you all very much, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye now.